What is up, guys? You're very welcome to another episode of Degenerate Watch. In today's episode we have some mad lads who didn't want to talk to the police and thought they'd make a quick getaway instead. And as you've probably already guessed, that wasn't the wisest decision. Our first clip up comes from the West Midlands Police in the UK, where a PCSO, which is a police community support officer, decides to have a bit of a chat with a guy just sitting parked in his car. But it would seem he's not in the mood for talking. And just before we hop into the video, very quickly, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and go follow us over on social media where you can stay up to date on everything that's happening with the channel. Enjoy the video, guys.
Mate, if you're alright, how you keeping? You alright? Yeah. You live here? Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was just wondering. Why are you just chilling in the car for? It's a bit cold, isn't it? The window down.
I'm not allowed to smoke inside.
Oh, is that why?
He lets me just smoke cigarettes in his car.
You've been smoking cannabis, yeah?
Nah, not really.
Just turn it off for now, mate. I don't want you driving up. I don't want you driving up. Stop! 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 Stop the vehicle! Help! Look at the guy driving up! Look at the guy driving up! Help! Stop the vehicle now! Kinsey Road, Slivic! Kinsey Road, Slivic! Kinsey Road, Slivic! Help! He's just drove off Asian male in a vehicle. He's running away now. Running off. Stay there now! No! Help! He's running off! Stay there now! Asian male, IC4, wearing blue jogging bottoms, grey. He's wearing a grey. He's running up to High Street now, towards Cape High Street. Help! He's saying New Hope Road. He's running towards New Hope Road. Oh, he's just tried to run me over. Mate, stop what you're doing now. You've assaulted an officer. Come down the hill. He's going to Montague Road. I repeat, Montague Road. He's just tried to run me over. Right. I've got it all on body cam.
Well, there's one surefire way to turn a minor offence into something major. For example, if he only had a small personal use amount of whatever he was smoking on him, then he may have just got off with a warning. But the fact that he went to go drive off and nearly ran the officer down means that he's definitely looking at a jail sentence. And fair dues to the officer for being able to keep hot on his tail as well. Thankfully he was apprehended in the end. Next up we have a clip from Dublin in Ireland over here, where a guy and his buddies are stopped in their car by the Gardaí and it appears that he has no NCT. For any viewers not from Ireland, NCT stands for the National Car Test and is basically a yearly vehicle inspection for vehicles that are over 10 years old or every 4 years for newer vehicles. The main aims of the test are to keep vehicles that aren't roadworthy off of the roads and to also check emissions of cars to make sure that they're not too high. If you do end up stopped with no NCT, in certain circumstances the Gardaí can actually seize the vehicle, which would appear to be the way our next encounter is going. Let's take a look.
Can I get your badge number as well, please? Your number on your shoulder. Yeah, thanks. Let's see. No, we don't have to take it out. We're in a public place. Don't have to take anything out. I'm not taking anything. I'm not having anything in your eyes. You had your blue flashies and wheels. Here you go. There, Q85. Yeah. You didn't turn them off, did you? I'm really honest to him now. Here, look it. Do a real job. There's the boys over there on scramblers, look. Boys over there on scramblers wrecking the shop on the road. And this fella's pulling me over. Look at all the boys. And he's There's nothing wrong with me car. Don't be checking me car. There's nothing wrong with it. No, we won't. I'm not having this. No. I didn't do anything wrong. Not having it. I'll try to do it now. 2 minutes, watch. Look, yeah, man, the guard are throwing stuff at the kids on the bikes. Look. Guard has had to be throwing stuff at the kids going up at the fields on the bikes. Bring me that, Leo. Bring me that. Step out of the car. I think I am. Bring me that. Just get him on that phone there. Yeah, no, just tell him to come down here. The Canal Church on the way to Margaret's.
On the stretch to Margaret's, the guy that had
There's more over to me now, look.
No, we're at the corner.
Sorry?
Come on up.
Yeah, we're there. What are you showing at me eyes for? It's going to go away, eh? What are you doing? Look at this fella. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I'm not out driving off. I feel unsafe here. He's out there trying to grab me. I'm gone. You have my address, you have my details. I'm gone. What I have? Listen, he's out there trying to grab me. He's out there trying to grab me. I'm not opening anything. He's out there trying to grab me for no reason. He came up to me with a torch in my eyes for no reason. I'm not opening any window. I'm not opening the window. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be grabbing me. I did nothing wrong. I have done nothing wrong. You're the one coming over here abusing me. I don't care. I have a booked. I'm waiting on the park for the seatbelt. I'm waiting on the seatbelt. I'll produce me NCT. I'll produce it all. I'll produce it all. I'll produce it all. No. No, it's in my house. Follow me to my house and I'll get you my driving licence. No? Okay, fair enough. When my dad's on the way up now, he'll sort it, yeah? He'll bring me licence with me. Ring me down and tell him to bring me licence. You're not seizing any car, are you? Good luck to you. It's bad, babe. It's okay, babe. Don't blink. Grab me dog, Leo, will you?
Get down.
Wait, babe. I want to get back.
Get down. It's okay.
I'm not having this, man. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get back to me gaff, babe.
So that was a bit crazy, guys, but I've a few little points just to discuss on that one. First off, driving off like that is never a good option. We obviously didn't see the interaction leading up to when the video began, but I can't really see the excuses being this guy was fearing for his life. That's why he drove off. I just didn't see that here. But going on what we can see, I don't think the chap's attitude helped him here. But you can obviously tell that the guy isn't happy that he's been stopped. But it would appear then on further investigation that the Gardaí discovered that he has no NCT. He claims he has his NCT test booked and he's just waiting on a part. But just think about it this way. If he had a more civil attitude with them and just chatted to them and said, look it, I have no NCT, I have it booked in. Look it, here's my text message or my email confirming my booking. And if it's a retest that he's gone for and he's already previously failed on this particular part that he's waiting on, then if he can show them the fail sheet with that on it, then I'm sure they'd be more reasonable. Like, yeah, obviously if it's a major defect with the car, they mightn't want to let you go, but at the same time it may be something minor and you might be sent on your way and just told to get it sorted out. But any hope for leniency would have went out the window when he started having an attitude. And going back to the guy's earlier point where there was young lads going around on scramblers, yes, that mightn't be legal to be doing that, but they can only deal with one person at a time and they have you pulled in at the moment. And on the subject of illegal riding of scramblers, I'll actually be doing a video on that in the future, so keep an eye out for that one. And you really need to think about the other people that are there with you when you make choices such as to drive off. Because as you can see from this clip, the Gardaí ended up smashing the window and his girlfriend ended up getting glass in her eyes, so she may have been injured as a result of that. I'm not saying they were right to smash his window, but they had his license plate number, so they could have just dealt with it at his house at a later time. So it most likely wasn't necessary. And I do obviously have sympathy for his girlfriend being injured. She was just an innocent party in all of this, and the same with his friend and the dog. He made that choice, so he has to deal with the consequences. And it's something that I always say, your behaviour has a big effect on the way that you're treated by people. But as usual, it's a minor incident turned into a bigger one with more charges and more trouble. I just feel that if things had been a little bit more civil, they would have went a different way. So that's nearly us for this video, but just before I go, I just want to say, if you haven't already followed us over on social media, please do, especially on Facebook, as when we get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm planning on doing a giveaway or something special like that, so I'll probably be doing it over there, so give us a follow on that if you can. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload here in Degenerate Watch, and don't forget to hit that like button, it really helps us out. All links are down below in the description, including a link to a way you can help support the channel if you like what we do here. And speaking of supporting the channel, just before I go, I want to give a big shout out to King Leo9 for his recent support. Very much appreciated, and thanks very much. Well, that's all from me, guys. I'll be back very soon with another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you can't wait until next time, why not check out one of the videos on screen now? Until next time, guys, stay safe, take care, peace.